The case of Regina against Brown is a bizarre case from the House of Lords in the United Kingdom. The case tested the limits of what a person can consent to. In 1994, while investigating a separate matter, Manchester police obtained a homemade video of what appeared to be men being tortured and killed. The police immediately launched a murder investigation under the name of Operation Spanner and found more videos and photographs of a similar nature. During the investigation, numerous people were interviewed and one man's lawn was even dug up by the police searching for bodies. When the men in the incriminating videos got word of the investigation, they turned themselves into the police, informing them that they and the men in the videos were all homosexuals engaging in consensual acts of bondage, whipping, and temporary piercing, among other things. All of the men in the videos were alive and well and had consented to all the activities filmed. Nothing done to any person in the videos had required medical treatment. Despite the apparent consent of those involved, police arrested the men, giving warnings to 26 and charging 16 others for offences ranging from keeping a disorderly house to assault occasioning actual bodily harm. In a very controversial outcome, the men were convicted, having pled guilty, with the trial judge stating that consent, unlike with common assault or battery, was not a valid defence for causing actual bodily harm. The case was appealed by 5 of the men in 1993, first to the High Court and then to the House of Lords. The appeal was eventually dismissed by the House of Lords by a 3-2 majority. In 1997, the case reached the European Court of Human Rights and again failed, with the European Court stating that a nation has the right to regulate practices that cause bodily harm. As the case crept over UK borders, there are 2 final decisions and statements of law. In the UK courts, it was decided that a person does not have the ability to consent to receiving serious bodily harm, such as that of extreme sadomasochistic acts. In the European Court of Human Rights, it was decided that while a person may have a right of free will, for matters of public policy the state may restrict that in certain cases, for example, the public good and the protection of morality. The European Court held that the case fell within the sovereign scope of the British government's right to determine its legality, and the human rights legislation of the time would not overrule this right.